Alright, so in case you don't know, this is generally known to be the best character in the game, Xianghua. Um, Her playstyle is unique because she's extremely fast. She has really fast normals, fast AA. I think it's probably the fastest in the game if I remember correctly. Down A very quick, BB very quick, and she has really good movement. Sidestep is really quick. Her 8-way run is also very quick. And her backstep is pretty large too. Now you would think with all these nice bonus tools, the best way to play her would be aggressive because she's so quick and she has good movement. But that's not necessarily the case. Most of the best X players that I ever played were very aggressive. I'm sorry, we're very defensive. We're turtley kind of X players. And I mean, that's generally the best way to play anything. So, you know, it's also the best way to play this character. So, her key moves, her key launchers are going to be 3B. The combo off of 3B is 3B, 1B while standing K. Now, this is going to be a trend you'll find with this character. Most of her combos are going to involve spiking them down with 1B and then continuing with the next move. Position reset. So her main launcher is 3B. If you get them to block it at the tip, it's very difficult to punish. Up close, I think it might be punishable by only like really fast characters. So, you know, that's your main whiff punisher if you're not 8-way running. If you are 8-way running, down or 8-8B, which goes in a different direction depending on which one you do. It has a built-in sidestep. It's an active B move, so it'll crush through A's. And this is basically your main launcher with this character, especially if you're already 8-way running. This shit is super good. Like, basically one of the best moves in the game. The combo off of this is 1B, full crouch down forward B. So the combo off of 3B is 3B, 1B while standing K. You gotta do it right away. Like that. So you get a spike. And then the combo off of 2-2B is 2-2B, 1B, and then full crouch. Whoops. 2-2B, 1B, full crouch down forward B. Your main launcher from crouch is going to be full crouch down forward B. This is going to be your main launcher from crouch, and the combo off of that is the same as the other two. What Xianghua players did in the past is they would do down forward B or whatever launcher, and then they would spike them down, and a lot of the time they'd go for some kind of 50-50, like while standing A plus B, or you know, something else from crouch. Because you're spiking them to the ground and they can't tech roll, that's a hard knockdown, you're able to give them a 50-50 on the way up. So that's like, you know, a strategy with her. So those are her basic combos and launchers. But as far as pokes go, you're going to need the obvious. You're going to need lows. So for lows, you have down forward A, which is going to be your longer range low, but it doesn't give that much frame advantage on hit. Down forward AK is a really shitty extension. You should only do that when you know you scored a counter hit. You can't hit confirm this, so you're going to have to commit, which is why you probably shouldn't commit. It's not that good. You can also cancel the K. The reason this is not that good is because if the opponent holds Garden down correctly, the move, they won't even have to duck it. The move can just go through their body. There's no record function, so I can't show you that. But down forward AK is really shitty. Just take my word for it. It's low high. It makes this into a... It makes down forward A a launch punishable low, which you don't want to do. So this is your main... 3A is your main low poke. 1A is also a good low poke. It's safe on block, and it's plus on hit. So you can do something like 1A into a throw, and it's going to be uninterruptible. It's going to be a frame trap against most characters. So that's really good. 1A and 3A are your main lows. She, of course, has other lows like 1K and whatever. Who cares? Those are, you know, extra. These are the lows you really need with this character. So far, we have down forward B, we have 2-2B, and the combos that go with that. Full crouch down forward B, and then we have down back A and down forward A. So these are good mids combined with good lows. So one more thing I want to talk about with this character, which is really important, is for fast poking and stuff like that, AA and AAB are exceptionally important. Think of these moves like Wang's AA or 112. If you do AA, it's extremely fast. You can do it all day long, and if you just so happen to see a red spark, that means you got a counter hit, and you could just finish the last hit. It is hit confirmable. The last hit is punishable by some characters, so you should be careful who you're abusing all 3 hits against. But AAB is a really, really important string. It's really cheap, and it's really, really good because she's so fast. So this is going to be one of your big-time pesky strings. Let's see. What else do we need to know with her? For jumping attacks, as you guys may know, jumping attacks are extremely important in this game. For a while landing mix-up, her while landing K knocks down. Her while landing A does not. So you're going to want to use while landing K for your low and while landing B for your mid. The B doesn't knock down, but, you know, it's decent. And the low is going to be the big scary one because you get a knockdown. For instant jump moves, I would use up forward K if you need something to jump that's going to hit on the ground. But if you need something faster, I would go with up forward B because it's much faster. It's a B, so it's going to crush through A's. And it's just, you know, there's nothing too special about it, but it's legit. Yeah, that's true. I noticed BL. And if any of you notice something that I'm missing, just feel free to let me know in the chat. 9KB, as BL mentioned, is the extension to 9K. It's not that good because it doesn't launch as easily. I think you need a counter hit or a very clean hit up close to get a launch. Yeah, maybe you just need a counter hit. Yeah, you need a counter hit. And I don't even think it does a full juggle like that. It doesn't even launch a high launcher. So it's not really that important. But the 9K is really important, so you can get the knockdown, and then you can go for Okazemi. For throws, she has her regular A throw, which does standard damage and doesn't give great wake-ups, but it creates space so you can start turtling again. Because I'm sure you're going to turtle, because anyone who uses this character is basically an asshole, and assholes love to turtle. Her B throw is going to leave you a little bit closer for wake-ups, so you could follow up with something like down forward A, or you could follow up with something like even 3B might catch some side rolling and whatnot. Another extremely unique thing about this character is when you're on the ground with her in any position, regardless of the position, if you hit A plus B, she does Crybaby. Now in this game, Crybaby has an active hitbox all the way around the character. So it's going to hit and interrupt Okazemi no matter what direction it's coming from. And the move itself is also extremely fast. It's like 2 frames or something. So this move is super fucking bullshit. This is one of the big bullshit moves. Every time you get knocked down, if you represent a Crybaby, basically the rest of the match, the opponent will hesitate to even wake you up. So it's really fucked up. It's really cheap. So keep that in mind. Crybaby, extremely important. And again, that's from any position. So face down, feet towards, face down, head towards, face up, feet towards, face up, head towards, or any side angle position. It doesn't even matter. Just fucking mash on A plus B and ruin your opponent's Christmas immediately. So that's really, really, really good. Let's see. What am I missing here? Oh yeah, her Haramaru. This is a stance she has that's really good. So A plus K, if you hit it once, you get 1 spin. That leaves you in full crouch. So you could kind of think of this as like an albatross from Steve. It's good for causing hesitation. The built-in move is A plus K into B. So this is the actual move, A plus K, B. But if you forget about A plus K, B, because A plus K on its own, when you just do it, it's going to leave you in crouch, and that's where your mix-ups come from. So let's say you want to close some space and mix the opponent up. You're using A plus K to represent A plus KB, which is that. but you're not doing it. You're just doing A plus K, and then you're doing, let's say, a throw, or let's say you're doing A plus K into while standing A plus B, so you get a low there, or you can do full crouch 3B like that if they're ducking, if they're afraid of the throw. And of course, I mentioned the combo off of full crouch 3B is right there. Actually, I'm not sure if you get that. I think this is the combo. So that's one spin. Now you can also do 2 spins by holding it. 2 spins into the B is a guard crush. So let's show you what that looks like. 2 spins into the B puts you in a guard crush situation. If you guys don't know how guard crushes work, you could check out the system tutorial I made on YouTube. But basically, it's like a forced GI. So the opponent won't be able to block. They can only GI or 2G. So when you put them in the guard crush situation, that's when you can start your big mix-ups or whatever. You can also do 2 spins into the same mix-up that I said you can do off of 1 spin. So this is where the big mind game comes in. 2 spins, 1 spin. Is it going to be, you know, into the canned move, or is it going to be into the guard crush? Is it going to be a while standing K? Is it going to be a throw? You know, this is basically one of the big mix-up situations you can use with this character. She has other moves that are pretty important, like, for example, let's talk about ringing out a little bit. Her 6K can ring out to her right, and I'm not sure, or I don't remember what move she has that can ring out to her left. Oh yeah, she has a backswing blow as well, and this is very popular to use. If you use the backswing blow and then you hold back, she does that just kidding wiggle shit. That just kidding wiggle will GI B attacks, mid B attacks. So this is useful if you do the backswing blow and they sidewalked it, and they're gonna try and punish you with a launcher, so like a B launcher. You're gonna go ahead and, yeah, this is 4-4B, and you're gonna go ahead and auto GI with that wiggly shit, their attempt. That's basically what it's for. Let's see. Yeah, 66K I noticed BL mentioned in the chat, and 4-4B, yeah, that's the backswing blow. But 66K is really good for Okazemi, because if they're rolling around on the ground, this move consistently hits side roll. So if you knock them down and they're just chilling on the ground, you can always use 66K to, you know, hit them on the ground. It's a really, really good move. But basically, those are the basics for this character. I mean, I can't really think of anything I'm missing. Let me just quickly glance at the move list. 66A. Oh yeah, 66A is a good one. A lot of people use this because it's fast, it has really great tracking, and it's legit good range, knockdown on hit, really, really solid. Let's see what else. I'll just quickly glance through the move list to see what I'm missing. Back A plus B, 66A plus B. Oh, that's great wall. That used to be, that was really good in Soul Calibur 3. It's not that good in this game, but it's okay. Side steps and high crushes a little bit. Back A plus B. Oh yeah, I might as well mention she has a knockdown low. So I talked about her poke lows, but if you need it, she has a knockdown low, which is down A plus B. It is visually seeable by good opponents, so you have to be careful. But yeah, it's pretty legit on occasion. Back A plus B, it's nothing. These are all whatever moves. These are moves that you can explore on your own, and if you like them, you can add them to your game, but it's really not, they're not really that essential. I think we covered everything that's really, yeah, all these moves are whatever. they're solid, but you know, no one ever won a tournament with these moves. You know, these are whatever moves. Back K. While standing K, I should mention also, it hits grounded too. So while standing K, if you're in full crouch and you need something that's gonna hit grounded, while standing K hits grounded. So what you could do, for example, is like, let's say you do an A throw and they're laying on the ground rolling, you can do Haramaru into them, and then if they stay on the ground, you can do while standing K, and that'll hit on the ground. So for wake ups, instant while standing K, instant full crouch 3B, and 6-6K are all going to hit on the ground, which is really important. She also has a command throw. I don't exactly remember how it works, but it sucks. I don't know if in this game it has a built-in follow-up, but nobody good ever used this shit because it puts you in level 3 soul charge automatically. Sorry, level 2 soul charge. So you don't want to be in level 2 soul charge, especially when the opponent is standing, because you know, you're going to eat counter hits if they hit you. So let's say she decides to do a down forward AK after I do this command throw. She's going to counter hit me if I don't duck or jump. So it's not really that great from what I can remember. But yeah, that basically covers the character. I don't think I missed anything too important. Just remember Crybaby, that's really important. The Haramaru thing is really important. And, you know, just the basic cheap-ass launchers. You know, this is an excellent example of why this game is so simple. I mean, this is it. That was the whole character. Everything else that you learn with this character is unnecessary fluff. But you can use it. She has a lot of other moves. She has these auto GIs that go forward and back. She has all this shit. She has some kind of... I forgot how to do it. That's not it. Oh, yeah, that was it. AKK, that's a solid string that you can use on occasion. A tilde K, and then A tilde KB. You know, these are all like strings that you can use. You could use this as well, cancel it off of each hit with guard. One thing I should mention is her back B plus K, which is an unblockable. The unblockable is shitty, but back B plus K into guard is her big like guard cancel. So if you want the opponent to hesitate and you want to put lightning and flames and shit all over the screen, you want to use back B plus K guard. And I guess I should talk about post GI as well. So if off of post GI, personally, in my opinion, the best things to do are, if they're doing 2G, you should use 1A because it's going to hit and it's going to give you a ton of frames. So you could do, if you GI them and then they try to 2G, you could do 1A into a throw. That's a good way to go. Or you could do 2-2B, and this should be slow enough to get them to whiff GI, but it's also fast enough to fall inside the unblockable window after a post GI. So that's really important. And then you could also do down A plus B. That's decent. And if you want big damage, you would want to do something like I don't even know. I would probably just do a fake into 2-2B, because this is her highest damaging launcher right there. So that's what you basically want to hit. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers the character. Just don't forget about her 3B into her correct juggles and her wake-ups, the moves that hit on the ground. All very important. Her throws have pretty good range, as you could see there. Better than I think she should have. So yeah, if you play her, you're an asshole. She's really good. She's generally known to be the best character in the game. Her speed, her AAB, really, really cheap and pesky. She can hang with any character in the game. Has very, very few bad matchups, if any. It's possible that she doesn't even have very many at all. You also have to remember that this is the PAL version of the game, so there might be some stuff that I'm missing or I'm unaware of. I'm not extremely familiar with the PAL version of this game, so I'm learning it along with everyone else. But the consolation in that is, generally speaking, the PAL version of this game only buffs characters. There aren't any nerfs that I know of. There are a bunch of bugs in the PAL version of the game that aren't like catastrophic bugs, and they basically buff a shitload of characters. So don't worry about that. It's just a matter of finding what the PAL version has for your character to make them, you know, buffed. Anyway, so that's Xianghua. I'll probably put these up on YouTube individually. So, yeah. I'll try another character next, after I take a break.